Welcome to Quiz Quest, where every question gets us closer to gaining more knowledge. For today, we have a big quiz for you guys with all levels of questions about the Roman Empire. Feel free to leave a comment at the end of the quiz with the results regarding the quiz and how you did. Please enjoy. Easy questions. The founder of Rome was. The Roman Empire's language was. Who was the first Roman emperor? The Roman Senate was a. The Roman numeral for 100 is. Who was assassinated on the Ides of March? Rome was famously built on how many hills? The capital of the Roman Empire was. The Colosseum was used for. The Roman symbol SPQR stands for. The Romans built long, straight. Who was a famous Roman general? The currency of ancient Rome was. The main meeting place in Rome was the. The Roman Empire split into East and West in. The Roman god of war was. Ancient Roman religion was. The Pantheon is what in Rome? A Roman legion typically had how many men? Who was the Roman poet who wrote the Aeneid? The First Punic War was fought against. Roman houses without windows were called. The public baths in Rome were called. Roman citizens gathered politically in the. The largest Roman stadium was the. The main garment for a Roman man was the. Roman gladiators often fought in the arena. What was an ancient Roman province? What was a Roman unit of 100 soldiers? The term Pax Romana refers to. Intermediate questions. If you guys liked the quiz until now, please leave a like and a subscribe to our channel to grow. Thanks. The Romans were known for their extensive network. The Roman Empire's capital moved to. The Roman dictator who crossed the Rubicon River. The Roman Empire fell in. The first emperor of the Roman Empire was. Rome's public square was the. Roman soldiers were also known as. What was Rome's highest political office? Ancient Roman were often held at festivals. The Roman Empire reached its greatest size under. Roman mythology was heavily influenced by. Who led a major slave rebellion against Rome. The primary legislative assembly in Rome was the. Herculaneum was destroyed along with Pompeii during the eruption of the leader of ancient Rome was called Rome started as not an empire. The large Roman building for public meetings was called Nero was famous for, while Rome burned. Roman generals often served as the Roman god Neptune is the equivalent of the Greek god. Was considered the backbone of Roman legions. The famous Roman road connecting Rome to southeastern Italy is called were built to carry water into Roman cities. Roman law heavily influenced law. Roman religion included the veneration of Latin literature flourished during the age. The Roman Empire fought the Germanic tribes at the Battle of the Roman goddess of wisdom was Julius Caesar's famous quote, "Et tu, Brute," was from the primary language of the Eastern Roman Empire was final round hard questions. Augustus claimed he found Rome a city of bricks and left it a city of the Roman philosopher Seneca was a famous the Roman god Janus is associated with the Roman army's standard was called the Roman festival of Saturnalia celebrated Roman concrete was called The Roman Republic was established in. The Emperor Diocletian is known for. Roman mosaics were typically made using. The second triumvirate was composed of. The Roman Empire's decline began during the reign of. Was a Roman historian known for histories. The Roman Empire's decline was accelerated by the sacking of Rome by. The primary purpose of Roman aqueducts was to. The Roman military fortification in Britain is known as. The influential Roman legal text is known as. Rome made Christianity the state religion in. Roman art was heavily influenced by the. The title Pontifex Maximus was originally a. The Edict of Milan, which proclaimed religious tolerance, was issued by. Was a Roman temple dedicated to all gods. The Roman poet was exiled by Augustus. The Roman calendar introduced by Julius Caesar is known as the. The ancient Romans used calamus as a writing tool. The Curia in Rome was primarily used for. The Roman Empire ended with the fall of. Roman soldiers stationed at the borders were known as. Roman playwrights included. The Third Punic War ended with the destruction of. Wealthy Romans often had in their homes for bathing. The Roman triumphal arch depicted scenes of Roman emperors like Trajan built massive projects, including the Roman military was famous for its formation known as Roman baths featured rooms of various temperatures, including the Roman emperor typically resided on the Roman Forum served as a center for commerce, politics, and Roman spies who gathered intelligence were known as the struggle of the orders led to the creation of Rome was first sacked by the Gauls in Roman soldiers would retire to settlements called Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more quiz games, and comment with the number of right answers you did in this quiz. See you on the next quiz. Bye.